Thank you, Janet ma'am.
Yeah.
Good evening, all of you. Founded in 1972 by late Padma Bhushan Shantanu Rao Kirloskar, late Dr. N.A. Kalyani, and other dignitaries. We aim to become a COE, Center of Excellence, in the domain of management, and which will empower individual as well as aspiring entrepreneurs. Management is very vast domain, and to manage this varied knowledge, we at PMA created 10 different center of excellences with each focused upon area of management domain, which includes center of excellence academics, which also includes center of excellence skill development, COE human resources, COE entrepreneurship development, and many others. We have 600 plus members at PMA, and we have also 114 plus volunteers, which we all are working as a members in various COEs. Recently we have signed MOUs with different colleges, to name a few. uh, it includes Pimpri Chinchwad College of Engineering. It also includes Pune Business School, GY Patil Institutes of Management, and GY Patil Institutes of Engineering and Technology, JSPM Institutes, and many others. At Center of Excellence Entrepreneurship Development, we are conducting many programs like free webinars, on topics like recent technologies, entrepreneurships. We have been conducting many panel discussions, talks with entrepreneurs. Even we have been conducting practical hands-on programs for the uh, entrepreneurs. So please, you can check the more information about the Pune Management Association on our website. You can also check our Facebook page and LinkedIn page. Even you can also become a member of PMA for these social initiatives. I would like to have one quote: alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. So I will not take very much time here. I would like to thanks all our participants for sparing your valuable time with us, attending this seminar. I would also like to thanks our associating partners, Entrepreneurs International, Laghu Udyog Bharati, Ami Udyogini, Pentagon Waterlines Private Limited. I would also like to thank Pune Management Association, especially Bal Patil sir, Pradeep sir, Prashant sir for their encouragement and support. I would also like to make a special mention and thanks to our today's speaker, Ms. Sangeeta Sutravena, co-founder Pentagon Waterlines Private Limited, for accepting our invitation and delivering this session. Once again, I would like to welcome you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for those kind words and very enlightening ones, Supan. I would now request Ms. Harshada Tamanich to introduce our associating partners. Harshada.
Yes, yeah. Thank you so much, Janet. Good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to give some brief introduction, which is actually less to speak right now because of the time limits. But the work these organizations are doing is really great, and we are honored to have them as our associating partners. I would first like to introduce Entrepreneurs International. This Entrepreneurs International Club is an international, is a government of India registered trust, which desires of bringing industrial growth and to promote international brotherhood and entrepreneurship. We also have President of Entrepreneurs Club of PCMC, Mr. Mahesh Hasarmani. Thank you so much for being our associate partner. Mr. Mahesh Hasarmani is an automation business consultant, helping businesses to grow online with WhatsApp without costly tools and advertisements. And he is also a president of Entrepreneurs Club PCMC. I would now like to request Mr. Mahesh to give some brief about your organization and your work, please.
Lots of gratitude, Janet, Harshada, for sharing and giving an opportunity to share about the Entrepreneurs International Club. same thing. Like, see, we need entrepreneurs because they are going to contribute for the largest benefit of the society. And okay, you all are aware. Okay, to be short, like how entrepreneurs can help each other. Okay, like Sopan clearly specified, together many things can be done. Okay, so with the same intention, we form this club, Entrepreneurs Club, and helping the budding entrepreneurs, startups, with the knowledge, with the ideas, and many strategies. So I'm representing PCMC Entrepreneurs Club as president, and helping like the startups and mid-scale entrepreneurs, or even the coaches consultant. You can connect with me or even the club. So we love to help. Yes, thank you very much.
Now like to introduce our next associating partner, that is Laghu Udyog Bharati. Laghu Udyog Bharati is a wide organization for micro and small scale industries with over 450 branches all across India. Laghu Udyog Bharati was established in the year of 1994. We are actually, PMA is very much thankful for Mr. Mandar Lele for lending his hand for organizing this webinar. But unfortunately, Mr. Mandar Lele is not available right now. So I won't be able to thank him personally. Now, I would definitely would like to introduce our next associating partner of this webinar. This is Ami Udyogini Pratishthan. I also thank Mrs. Meenal Mohadikar, President and founder of Ami Udyogini Pratishthan, but unfortunately, even she is not present right now. To give a brief introduction about Mrs. Meenal Mohadikar, she is a founder of Ami Udyogini Pratishthan, as well as past president of Maharashtra Chamber of Commerce, Industry, Agriculture, and vice president of Maharashtra Economic Development Council, founder president of, as I said, Ami Udyogini Pratishthan, and she is also a member and board of directors of Garze Marathi Global, that is GMG. We are really very much thankful for Entrepreneurs Club, then Laghu Udyog Bharati, and Ami Udyogini Pratishthan for lending their supportive hand for this webinar. Thank you so much, and over to you, Janet, for the further session.
Thank you, Harshada. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce our speaker of the day, Ms. Sangeeta Sutrave, who will be sharing with us some nuggets of changing thoughts, thriving businesses, and transforming our world. And to give you a little brief about her, Sangeeta wears many hats with grace and style. She is adept as a mother of two lovely children, Ria and Rohan, and she is as accomplished in the business world with over 17 years of corporate experience, and she is the co-founder of Pentagon Waterlines Private Limited, Mumbai, along with her husband, Murli Sutrave. Besides being an international certified business coach and a software developer, she remains at her core a teacher, a coach, and a mentor. Her training ground being the travails and triumphs of life that have taught her to convert every mess into a message and a test into a testimony. So Sangeeta is on a mission to guide and support 100,000 business leaders to create financial abundance through emotional mastery, mindfulness, and emerging the best version of oneself. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome Ms. Sangeeta Sutrave as she leads us into some empowering discoveries through the lens of a spiritual life coach and the law of attraction expert. Over to you, Sangeeta.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
And thank you so much, Janet. Thank you, PMA and all the associating partners for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Gratitude to all of you all. And thank you, wonderful audience, for being here. Let me just share my screen. I'm sure you are able to see the screen.
Not yet. Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So wonderful. Gratitude to all of you all. In fact, this happens to be, I just happened to see this quote what the new year brings to you will depend a great deal on what you bring to the new year. So immediately, this made me actually think, yeah, there are only 17 days left in 2021. And this year too is almost gone. It's almost over. So how should we be spending them? Where do we invest our precious 17 days left in this year? So I'm so proud and appreciate all of you for having invested this hour for your own growth. I'm so glad to see all of y'all. So now in this 2022, where do you want your business and life to go? What can you do to help your business clients continue to flourish? How can you organize your family life and business and deepen your expertise? Should you be adding a new area of expertise to your business deals as well? Here's what I would like to suggest. So instead of waiting for the new year to set resolutions and business goals, I think we should be trying this. Let's try. Let's just see what is possible towards the end. So you can, towards what is possible to achieve by end of this year. So you can actually have a jump start in 2022. So in short, I think creating a roadmap of success for the future is an absolute fantastic way to end the year. You all agree with me? Agree, all of you? Wonderful.
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
Yes.
So before I can actually share the plan, like how Janet said, I just want to place my gratitude to my parents who created me and my in-laws who have always kept me as a daughter and not an in-law. It makes a lot of difference in all our lives when a daughter-in-law is the daughter of the house. And my very husband, who has been that rock support behind my success. So for everyone, there is generally a woman is behind a man's success. For me, it has always been my husband who's been my success. So today, sometimes just out of fun, he says, "अरे मैंने तो गाय से शादी किया था, ये अचानक शेरनी कैसे बन गई?" And then comes my Guru Mahapriya, who recreated me and actually showed me my purpose in life. And nevertheless, my 4 children who add into all of my happiness. So because of them, I'm the person what I am today. Janet has actually introduced me as I'm the business leader from the last 18 years. I'm the co-founder of Pentagon. Now this is a logistics company. I certified myself as an international business coach as well as a spiritual life coach. You must be wondering why all this. So basically, I'm on a mission to guide and support 100,000 business leaders to create financial abundance by being emotionally intelligent and mindful. Because I have always believed every human has that ability to unlock his or her potential. Somewhere we all are having that a dust of cloud ahead with those limited belief systems. So that is the one which avoids us from getting onto the next step. So here came why I've taken up this mission. So actually in 2005, me and my husband, we are the first gen entrepreneurs. We got an opportunity to start a business together and all was going very well. We had made good amounts of profits. I was happy. My husband was happy. Everyone and everything around was very positive. Generally, when things are going fine, everything around always is positive, right? But how do you think positive when you encounter challenges? How did you respond and think positive when things around are not moving in the right direction at all? Now this how remained the big question for me. Moreover, in 2008, when the market trends actually began to go down, we all remember the recession. We also were badly hit as we were not prepared for it. Like everybody makes some wrong choices, wrong decisions. We also made a couple of wrong decisions, which affected our financial situation. Hence, me and my husband started having difference of opinions in managing business. I started using all my engineering thoughts, and he was quite impulsive in decisions. So anytime I would suggest we take advice from anyone, he thought he was being mistrusted. Now this trust issue became a small kind of concern for me, and business tensions also created much stress in our personal life. It was as if we were suddenly talking in two different languages. Neither of us knew the correct way to approach the situation. There was chaos in business and family life. I started thinking a lot of negativity. Every now and then, there was a fear. We are growing in debts. How do I come out of this? How was my business going to happen? How will I take care of the family? There was a lot of insecurity within me. And day in and out, there were only negative thoughts, and it affected so much that my health started deteriorating. I started losing confidence. My relationships were going for a toss. And I actually didn't know what was happening, but I was getting more into debts. So fast forward 5 years from there, I learned how to transform these negative thoughts and habits. So today I have all the abundance in life. So by God's grace, it's all business opportunities are coming in. My health was regained. We purchased our dream home. So how do you think I got all this back, my friends? I chose to change my mindset because I experimented and worked with the universal laws, and it was important for me with most of emotional mastery, because just about every decision we make is driven by our emotions. Despite that, emotions being such important part of our life, we are never taught how to accept, process, and release. We don't know how to release our anger, fears, or even sometimes when you make mistakes, you get into a guilt and regrets. We don't know how to release them at all. So when I actually learned all this, I started attracting everything. So all this actually started from giving a thought to my thoughts. Yes, when I gave a thought to my thoughts, it said my life is just the reflection of my thought. So let's do a small activity which will practically make you realize few things. It's a small visualization. Are you ready?
Yes.
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 Yeah. Thank you so much. So I just want you to close your eyes. All of you, please close your eyes. Smell them. Oh my God, they are so sour. Such strong smell. Now I'm continuing to cut them into pieces. The juice is just dripping. It's dripping all over the place, and I'm making a huge mess. I'm bringing one piece to you, giving it in your hand. I want you to put this in your mouth and take a big bite. Feel the juice bursting in your mouth. Oh my God, kitna khatta hai. Now slowly open your eyes. Do you feel anything funny in your mouth? Your tongue must be tingling.
Yeah. Yes, actually.
Yeah, you're producing
Yes.
saliva also.
Yes.
Amazing. So this is what it means. Now, you know why it's actually happening? Because your mind doesn't know the actual difference whether you're eating it in real or you are imagining. Only by thinking you're eating a lime in real, your brain is already preparing your body, your mouth, your tongue, and all your digestive juices are getting ready so that you can break that acid in that lime. Imagine just by thinking about eating fresh, your body is started responding. So now you understand how powerful your mind truly is in creating those reactions, both in the emotional level and physical level of your body.
Yes.
So now if you understand, emotion always influenced by thoughts. What's influencing your thoughts? It's your words. Because you just experienced it. I was only using words for the lemon visualization, right? So words have the power to create or destroy you right inside your mind. In fact, my turning point in life happened when my mentor Mahatria said, Sangeeta, watch your vocabulary. They are creating your world. And yes, they were the ones which were actually creating my world. So words have the power to create you or destroy you. So you must know how to choose yours well. So what is the best way to change your mind now? Changing your mind is by modifying your vocabulary. Yes. Changing words can consciously, changing words, you've got to be very conscious and can help you create this healthy mindset. And having a healthy mindset is very important for you to achieve what you want in life. When you have a healthy mindset, your brain is activated. And this, it's only a matter of initially for you to reorganize things. If you look at this picture, the left side, it shows a very jigsaw puzzle kind of a thing. And the right side of the mind shows a solved puzzle. I'm sure you can understand what the difference is between both the pictures. So if you want a lasting change, you must display awareness. So you have the option to change something only if you are aware. Right? If you're not aware, you will not even understand what's happening. So the first step is awareness. You can change only if you are aware. See, now for the moment, you are just listening to me and you're looking at this slide. But everything underneath is just happening unconsciously. Our blood is getting pumped throughout the body. The heart is beating continuously. There is breathing. So there are also a collection of unconscious beliefs which are ingrained within that are guiding each one of us. So the first one is you got to burn your comfort zones. Now the nature of growth is in going beyond your comfort zone. You can't grow to your next level simply by doing what you've always done. Now you should not be afraid of living your dream. I'm going to share a small secret as to how you can burn your comfort zones. Because only when you step out of your comfort zone, you'll be moving towards your goals, towards your success. Now you know who's going to intrude? The biggest one, your own fear. Yes, वो आके इतना डराएगा. And now this fear becomes the biggest block when you are trying to come out of your comfort zones. When you slowly start coming out of your comfort zone, your mind will suddenly pop up. It says, that's too much for me now, yaar. Nahi hoga abhi. I am not capable of it. So here, consciously, you got to choose an opposite phrase saying, I choose to be comfortable in the uncomfortable. Yes, you got to choose it. The next, after this, you got to think big now. When you choose something which you are getting out of your comfort zones, you got to really choose big. Think big. So if you have a monetary goal of earning 1 crore in say 2 years from now, you got to try to focus on say 1.2 crores or 1.5 crores. So what you'll be doing here is you are actually shifting your mindset to what seems possible for you. And these becomes more stepping stones on your own way to your new levels. But here you know what your mind will again do. It will pop up and you will start having a complete Netflix going on in your mind. It will say, who am I to dream so big? तुझे काम नहीं है क्या? क्यों सोचता है यार? ये सब तेरी बस की बात नहीं है. Right? How many times has it happened with any of y'all? It does happen, right? When you think of something really big, suddenly your mind props up and says that. So now you have to consciously say here, I expand my mindset easily and effortlessly. Now ask yourself, what is that big goal that you want to achieve in this new year? कहाँ पे छलांग लेना है 2022 में? Now, if you can just take a minute or two and write down what comes to your mind, if that already was your reality, what would you actually be the next goal? Write some possible solutions, write some possible answers to that question. So now that we are talking so much about goals, let's create the path to achieving our goals now. एक छोटे मच्छी से we are getting बड़ी सी छलांग लगाना है. So the 7 steps to creating ultimate success roadmap. The first one is you got to define the big picture. Now, this is the mission and vision of your goal. You got to get into the details of ultimate outcome you'd like to achieve and make sure to include a strong reason for it. It should actually ignite that fire in you. Next comes define the end to your roadmap. Even when we just book a cab on the Google map, we surely define where we need to reach, right? If we don't even define where we want to go, you will not be able to even go towards it. So in order to make that consistent progress, you must give your roadmap an end. Now, this could be in years, months, weeks, or even days. See, the moment a roadmap ends, you can always create another new one. Now, I'll give you a small tip here. Basically, if you are very new to goal setting in a particular area, keep that deadline a little short because you're still experimenting, and let your mind believe that it's possible for you to achieve. Now, a very important thing to be noted here is once you define your outcome, please detach from all of them. Because if you hold on to the outcome, it becomes very difficult. Now, the whole purpose of defining the outcome is so that you have a clear direction. So in case you happen to fail, don't stop yourself. Because it's all about enjoying your growth, yeah. Enjoy the process, enjoy the journey. Because the moment you enjoy, you'll start creating those awareness towards those valuable lessons. And they will be your stepping stones, right? Now, the next is define your milestones, achievements, and rewards. Now, to celebrate your progress, you got to set rewards based on what you truly enjoy doing. And obviously, which is in sync with your goals. Generally, the way I do is I'm crazy for small diamond earrings and those Paver England footwear. So I would choose a few, but not buy them purposely. I'll tag them each with my achievement. So when I achieve my goals, वो हक से जाके खरीद लेती हूँ. So I actually reward myself with them. It motivates me towards my next goal. So you got to check out what fascinates you, what motivates you. Is it a dinner out at a 7-star hotel? Or is it a holiday somewhere? Now have fun exploring like a child. Now the fourth one would be, you got to define the process. Am I going too fast or are they all able to understand? It's absolutely fine, right? Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're
Yes, it's
perfect.
fine.
It's fine.
Fine.
Thank you. So you got to define the process. Now this, in fact, this is very important. So you actually reach the desired outcome. If you're unsure of the process, you actually can research. There's a lot of research available today, and you can ask people also who have already reached those goals where you want to reach. You can choose that person as your role model, because you really have to define when you have to get into that level of reaching that goal. there is another version of you which needs to be created, so that so unless you define the kind of person you want to be to achieve that goals,
तुझा फोन आहे का?
then only you can get to that level. And then comes you'll start identifying the limiting beliefs behind them. Now, the very important thing would be define the obstacles. Now, you must be thinking, why should I define the obstacles? See, this is very important for us to brainstorm every obstacle, because the intention is not to fail, but mentally or physically, when you prepare for them, you already are ready for certain things. And in spite of this, there will still be surprises. But that's always okay. That's part of the process. And you'll get feedback when you reflect upon when I define what happens in the step 7. Because all obstacles today are those stepping stones towards our own growth. So one shouldn't get discouraged when you actually get into them. You accept them, love them, and use them. Yes, learn and now the 6th step would be to track your actions. The track your actions is very important step. So you must define how you will track your daily or regular actions you defined, because we are defining the process in step number 4. So when you define your actions, you need to track them. So the simple way to do it is using a pen and paper, or there are a lot many apps which are available on mobiles today. Generally, what I do is I use a simple date diary. I put down everything. It helps me plan and schedule my things. And at the same time, when I do the tick mark, it helps me track my progress. So you can also set reminders, put it on your calendar, put it in your daily success checklist. You can also commit yourself to another accountability partner, because sometimes what happens when we don't have partners, there is nobody to ask us. And the last would be do a regular review. A regular review is very, very important, because this only can help you identify what's working, what is not working, and what can be done better. Now, when you actually edit all those milestones, the next actions or the desired result, this time you can come back to the roadmap, give yourself rewards for each of the milestones reached. And then you can see that big picture. And actually speaking, you will not get lost in the drama of life. Life is meant to create people in and around you will surely be ready to create all the drama for us. But we should not get lost in between them. Only when you're not lost, you can reach your goals. So make sure you save and record your reviews in one place always, so you can refer back and forth with them. So now these are the 7 steps. Now every time it is just a rinse and repeat for each and every focus of your life. I want you to we'll just do a small activity now. It's a small visualization. Now that I've spoken so much about the goals, if you can please keep your pen, notepad aside, just sit comfortably. You all are able to listen?
Yes.
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 I want you to keep looking at the tip of your nose. Just look at the tip of your nose. Keep your eyes open. Now keep watching your nose. You can slowly close your eyes. You can feel your eyes becoming heavy. Now keep your right hand on your heart and your left on your stomach. Now take a deep breath. So deep that you must feel your hand moving up. Breathe out. Breathe in again. And as you breathe out, release any feelings of negativity, any feelings of fear, any doubts, any concerns you have. Now breathe in the energy of limitless potential, the infinite wisdom, and exhale anything that you believe is holding you back from being your best self. Feel yourself relaxing at a very deep level so you can be present in this experience. I want you to meet your future self. Choose an area where you've been struggling. You want to experience some transformation in that. Begin to imagine the highest possible outcome that you would be living in this area 6 to 12 months from now. Imagine living your life the way you would if all your hopes and dreams were to come true. What is your ultimate reality? It's okay, allow yourself to get carried away with your wildest aspirations. You have big dreams. Connect with one goal you would like to achieve in the next 3 months. Now that you've connected with your goal, imagine what your life will be once you have completed it. Create a picture or movie in your mind. Step inside that visual movie as if you were inside it, looking through your own eyes. Now use all your senses and create the most positive, the most real feelings. Who's there with you? Where are you? What is happening around you? Which color clothing are you wearing? Your perfume smells so good. Now just step out of the image you've created. Take the mental image with you. Now as you hold all this in your mind's eye, in your heart, and in every cell of your body, consider what action steps you will take next to move you closer to this goal of yours. Now gently rub your palms. Keep them over your eyes. Feel the energy. Open your eyes very gently. So, somebody wants to share? We can take a minute and quickly share.
Yeah, it's a wonderful experience actually. We all been like I've always been reading about this and but experienced it really well. I could actually imagine what I would like to be, and maybe I was just living that moment in there.
Wonderful, Harshada. Now, I just want you all to just write down what you saw so that you can actually list all the action steps going forward. Because unless you start taking action and with focus, every single day there has to be a small step towards that. So you can make that your realize that goal and live your dream actually. Now, the way I actually do is, I set up a small alarm every 1 hour. So I know it's a very peaceful kind of a sound, which peps me up as well. So when the alarm goes on, I just close my eyes for about 30 seconds to 1 minute, think about my goal. Now, I imagine the whole experience that comes with living that goal. Then actually, after a few times of experiencing that visualization, that goal will become an honest reality. Going forward, you won't even need the alarm. You just close your eyes and you can visualize everything. So let me continue. The next one would be the beliefs. So understand that our beliefs are just thoughts that can shift and it can change or even be deleted. Basically, these are something like, we keep upgrading our mobile softwares, the computer softwares up and down. So these are those limited beliefs which we can actually upgrade and delete the older ones. So ideally, as Henry Ford says, whether you think you can or you can't, you are right. Correct? Because when you think I can't, your mind will start giving you 100 reasons why you can't. Now imagine the same thing and say, I can. Again, your mind will start giving you reasons and show you 100 solutions how you can. So you just need to know how to recognize and say what is possible at that moment. And it's just being a little conscious about what you're thinking and then create a counter positive thought for it. Because there are certain beliefs which are actually, it's got imprinted with us, within us from our childhood. Nobody has purposely done that for whatever reasons. Let it be our parents, let it be our society, let it be our teachers. But we have taken all that from our childhood. So it's time that we upgrade our own thoughts, our own beliefs. So here, the most promising line would be, I'm sorry. Says, you have to tell, I choose to realign my beliefs with ease to support what I'm manifesting. This is very important. Only then the things will start looking much easier and simpler for you. So anytime you just catch up with any kind of negative self-talk, then immediately you have to bring this into picture. And this you can do always only when you are in that awareness state. So the next very easier way would be create a daily mindset ritual. See, our minds are most open for learning and development when you first open your eyes. Now, there's a lot of science behind which I don't want to discuss it now. There's not enough of time also for that. So this is a very valuable time of the day to align yourself correctly with whatever you're trying to connect with. I understand all of us live in a very fast pace. It's very easy for each one of us to think, "Arey yaar, time nahi milta hai." But ideally speaking, that's not true. See, whatever I have discussed in so much of time, it just takes about 10 minutes for you. So even the richest and most powerful people also can surely spare 10 minutes, right? Otherwise, you're only limiting yourself. And when you say you don't have time, ideally speaking, you should stop giving excuses. So, the last super powerful phrase for today would be, I'm a powerful manifester with a powerful mindset ritual that is easy and fun. So, you got to visualize how powerful your mind really is. See, recognize the greatness around you that your mind has created. Now, have gratitude and say, somewhere, your mindset is truly powerful. Keep looking at the wonderful things you have created. Start appreciating yourself also. So now it's time to play a little with your mind. Now all of us play games, right? I guess Candy Crush has been one of the favorite of all times. Now why do we play games? Obviously for fun. So let's have some more fun. How many of you have actually helped doing this kind of a family tree project for kids at school? I too have done. I have done it for my children. I'm sure most of you would have done this. Now, there's a small twist when I say this family tree. What we'll have to do is, I'm just creating an extension of this. We'll direct our minds consciously towards each of the strengths of our family members. See, let's accept every family we all are unique in our own ways because it's a set of imperfect people living together as a family. I'm right? Nobody is perfect. So, does anyone believe you are absolutely perfect here? So, the intention of doing this project is only to identify strength of each family member, because when you do this, it's going to help you stay together. Bonding happens. It's during those challenging times, it protects our own families, the kind of support one another can give. It's ideally, what is that special strength that a family member has or does well or is very natural? Now you can make this very creative and full of fun, because with children, you can use those tinkle images also, where, for instance, now imagine somebody is very wise in your family and you can label them as Birbal. Family tree ke niche Birbal dalo, Tenali Rama dalo in the family tree. Because this becomes very easier when you look at, we are helping the children also get their direction of thought in a very phase of gratitude and love towards everybody in the family. So the benefits, what I have seen is it strengthens bonding within family members. It improves relationships because there is space for each member. Since we know our strengths and weaknesses. And it enhances love among family members and complement each other with their strength. Likewise, we can do this in our business also, because I believe our teams are our biggest strength. So you can do this activity with your team also, where it's a very simple, where we are directing the mind towards the strength of what exactly a team member can do it very naturally. So the benefits here would be improved performance of individuals, improves performance of a team as a whole by allowing team members to use their strengths more effectively at work, then create more opportunities for team members to use their strengths in different ways. It enhances unity in the team. There's enough of bonding which happens because each one is aware of the strength for support. So life is just not happening to you. It's just responding to you. Now, this means it is whatever happens to you really matters only because you are thinking about it and your reactions. Now, these reactions can be either constructive or destructive. Here, it requires that you use your imagination very wisely. You got to rebuild a new pattern, create a new movie, create a new picture in your own mind, because that's the only way you can see possibilities. Now, all this can happen with a lot of faith and belief, and then only you can build an amazing life for yourself. Ultimately, see, success and wealth are products of thoughts and beliefs. Because your mind is very powerful. And when you keep filling it with positive, your life will surely start to change. There is only one thing. Only you can decide to change your mind. There's nobody else who can help you do that. The moment you decide that you need to change, only then things will start changing. So somewhere just do something each day to improve yourself. Even the daily enhancement of say about 1% will lead to about 30% improvement just in 4 weeks from today. And remember, when you keep counting your blessings and you're grateful for them, your blessings keep multiplying. So now to make things simpler for you, I've shared few phrases which have really helped me in my life. So I'm sharing that. Janet will be sharing that with all of you all. So you can just close your eyes, feel every word of it, and then affirm. So now thank you so much for joining me. I wish you all the best. Wishing you all a very happy new year, a prosperous year full of health, wealth, success, and lots of love. So God bless you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sangeeta. That was really very amazing. I would
Associating partners, Ammi Udyogini, Entrepreneurs International, and Pentagon Waterlines Private Limited, PMA dignitaries and members. First of all, my heartful thanks to PMA for giving us this opportunity to learn more about thought-changing concepts of business. On behalf of the PMA, I would like to thank you, our speaker, Mrs. Sangeeta Sutrave. She gave us some amazing nuggets of wisdom which we can apply our lives and in our businesses also. I'm sure our audience got some wonderful takeaways from the program. A big thank you from the bottom of my heart, Mr. Mahesh Hasarmani, members of COED, Mrs. Harshada Tahmane,